Greetings to our viewers. Today's breaking news from Finland is about the PCR test scandal. Since the proclamation of the COVID-19 disease, all laboratories around the world were instructed to run the Korman-Drosten PCR test, which was criticized by international experts. Here is a news story that we have been working on since 2021, in the media and in the courts. In March of 2021, I interviewed Professor Paul Lillrank. The interview was broadcasted in national television in Finland. Professor Lillrank called out the whole pandemic as a test pandemic.
Minun käsitys, kun katsoo oikeita lukuja, eli ylikuolleisuutta, niin ei meillä oikeastaan mitään varsinaista pandemiaa ole.
Stop testing and the pandemic stops. Little did we know that the Finnish Medicines Agency, Fimea, of the Finnish government was informed already in March 2021 that the PCR tests have some major problems showing false positives. Fast forward to December 2024. Working on challenging the mandatory PCR test in court, our specialist doctor, PhD and docent of clinical microbiology, Tamara Tuominen, was able to obtain massive evidence through Freedom of Information Act type of request from the Finnish Medicines Agency, Fimea. The following information reveals the PCR test scandal. According to the obtained evidence, 3 world's leading manufacturers of PCR test equipment have sent letters to the health officials in the Fimea agency between May and September 2021. In these letters, Abbott was announcing recall of PCR test kits. Roche was demanding the immediate stop of using PCR tests and disposing all of the test equipment. And Bosch was requiring immediate software update. In June 2021, despite the wide protest of the Finnish people, the government passed emergency law requiring people to have a proof of vaccination, also known as COVID passport, a negative PCR test result, or a proof of having had COVID during the last 6 months. This was an unprecedented action and against Section 7 of the Republic of Finland's constitution, which guarantees everyone bodily autonomy. As a result of the tyrannical law passed, many lost their jobs, businesses and health. Unprecedented wealth transfer was orchestrated. Families were broken and hundreds of thousands of people were screened with PCR tests, which, according to our expert witness, microbiologist Special Dr. Tuominen's statement in the court, is a sadistic measure against a human being, and in no way suitable for screening a respiratory disease, nor screening, in other words, mass testing the healthy population. The breaking news is that the Finnish government, led by the famous Sanna Marin, knew before they passed the law mandating the PCR test that the test does not work and it should not be used according to the manufacturers of the test kits. Bosch, Roche and Abbott had sent urgent field safety notices to the Finnish Medicines Agency, Fimea. All these notices required the immediate stop of using the test kits. Why did the manufacturers issue the urgent safety notices requiring to stop the use of the test kits already in early 2021? One reason might be that a small independent laboratory on the west coast of Pori in Finland reported 56 false positives that were proven negative with other means of testing. Within a month, in 2021, the same laboratory again reported 22 false positives. The manufacturer Abbott responded to the laboratory that there is no flaw in their product. Also, Finnish laboratories from the cities of Tampere, Varkaus and Hämeenlinna had notified false positives of inconsistent results when analyzing clinical samples. Positive with one method and negative by another method. They reported their discovery to the Finnish Medicines Agency, Fimea. According to our information, the manufacturers were notified of the false positive problem also from other European Union countries. In September 2021, Abbott finally made a 180 degrees turnaround, admitting the problem of false positives that were not lot specific. Abbott also stated in the urgent field safety notice that all positives must be considered presumptive until measures specified in the letter are carried out. In the Roche's urgent field safety notice, Roche is requesting that customers and affiliates immediately discontinue the use of and discard any remaining inventory of their cobas SARS-CoV-2 influenza A and B test for the use on the cobas. Roche writes in the letter that investigative testing using returned kits from the field generated an unexpected SARS-CoV-2 positive rate of 7% with no negative samples. Bosch stated already on 10th of May in 2021 in the urgent field safety notice that Bosch Healthcare Solutions have received customer complaints of atypical PCR curves associated with a false positive SARS-CoV-2 result. Bosch continues in their risk assessment that a false positive test result may lead to an unnecessary quarantine of asymptomatic individual. Patients which receive a false positive test result and are currently treated in a hospital might be moved to the COVID-19 isolation ward where they are exposed to an infected population of patients. Both Bosch and Abbott considered their false positives to be very low. It is of great importance to take notice that the small independent laboratory in Pori, which reported the 78 false positives, issued a danger notice to the Finnish Medicines Agency FIMEA already in May 2021. The rate of false positives found by the independent laboratory is much larger than the numbers presented by the manufacturers. As Finland does not have any constitutional court, the legality of any law that concerns constitutional rights or issues is handled in the Parliamentary Constitutional Committee. In the documents of this Constitutional Committee concerning the law mandating PCR tests, there is no single mention of the urgent field safety notices and danger notice regarding the false positives. Despite the fact that the 7 experts from the Ministry of Social Affairs and Health have been present, the Ministry of Social Affairs is in charge of the Finnish Medicines Agency, FIMEA, who received the letters. As we have requested answers from the Social and Health Committees, that time chairman, and also from the Administrative Committee.
Mutta tässä mitä on saanut tässä nämä selvitykset, niin tässä on mielenkiintoista on tietenkin se, että tässä on tämä aikajana tällainen. Ja nyt jos me ajatellaan sitten sitä sosiaali- ja terveysvaliokunnan mietintöä ja sosiaali- ja terveysvaliokunnan kuultavina olleita henkilöitä, että jos siellä ei ole tullut mitään tietoa siitä, että tällaiset määrätyt laitevalmistajat ovat ennen lain säätämistä, ymmärsin näistä teksteistä, että takaisin tarkistetaan vielä. Siis
siellä on takaisinvetoa ja keskeytysvaatimusta ja päivitysvaatimusta.
Niin siinä mielessä se on sen sosiaali- ja terveysvaliokunnan kuultavien joukosta, jos ei löydy mitään niin kuin tästä asiasta, niin sitten tietenkin on mielenkiintoista. Tutustun tähän kyllä hyvin mielelläni. Jään seuraamaan mielenkiinnolla teidän tutkimusta ja asian etenemistä, koska itseäkin kiinnostaa tällä hetkellä lähinnä se, että mikäli tässä on tietokatkos tämän takaisinvetämisen osalta, niin kyllä mäkin haluaisin tietää, että minkä takia sellainen on, jos sellainen on.
The sadistic PCR test remains still used today for children and adults. This is why we ask the international community of alternative media actors and news sites to communicate this evidence worldwide and issue their own Freedom of Information Acts to see if the manufacturers of the PCR test kits have informed local authorities with similar field safety notices in other countries. As our expert requested, what actions has the Finnish Medicines Agency FIMEA taken regarding these urgent field safety notices of the manufacturers? They said none, except that safety notices have been put into their internal system. This alone is against what is mandated in those notices. All 3 notices state very clearly that every official and relevant party has to be informed as soon as possible. This news concerns every politician and decision maker in countries that used and are still using PCR tests still today. In light of the evidence presented today, the use of PCR tests should be discontinued and full inquiry should be conducted as to why this information has been hidden from people and possibly from those who enforced these sadistic measures. We thank you for your time. This news was brought to your attention in collaboration with Positiivi and Good TV. Positiivi is an independent media company founded in 2019. We have interviewed a wide range of experts in the medical field, like Professor Sucharit Bhakdi,
ein Lockdown nie etwas und jetzt
cardiologist Asem Malhotra,
where do I get my information when it comes to my health?
Doctor and biochemist
There's
Robert
no reason to
Malone,
hate them, just because they fell victim to the propaganda that was pushed.
former pharmaceutical R&D executive Sasha Latipova,
People are aware of what's going on, that we are in a global war.
lawyer Rainer Fulmisch, die da kämpfen, um ihre Freiheit wieder zu erreichen.
Ja, das ist die beste Frage, muss ich sagen. Ich habe gerade mit jemandem, der früher für die UNO gearbeitet hat,
Dr. Heiko Schöning,
Fuad El-Hibri hat zusammen mit William Crowe dann Emergent Biosolutions gegründet. Vorher nannten sie sich Bioport.
and many more. We have broken major news stories independently since I was cancelled from mainstream television in 2021 for questioning the COVID narrative, climate scam, and the US election results of 2020. In addition, PosiTV has produced and published many documentaries, like the award-winning documentary Make Europe Great Again, Volume 1, For this film, we scouted and interviewed hundreds of candidates, out of which we selected 11 people from 8 different countries, determined to find inspiration from areas affected by the crisis. The film Wincapita.
Sitten yhtäkkiä ilman mitään varoitusta yhtiön pankkitilit jäädytettiin.
Sitten 1-2 sitä onkin rikollinen siinä.
Frequent discussion programs and news. We wish you to have the best day of your life. Together we are invincible. Until next time, take care. Bye.